All right. This is Beauty Bar, season 1, episode 3. And so the episode picks up with Rail and Princess being meeting with the boss. I'm trying to figure out exactly what meeting with the boss. And they were told that, she was saying, hey, I have this video of you guys arguing, at the bar. I mean, at the salon. And it looked like it got physical. It looked like it was really, a really bad argument. What's going on? My hair is low. What's going on? And she gave them an opportunity to sort of plead their case and explain themselves. But when it was all over said and done, she said, we just can't have this at the salon. You guys were in front of clients. That's just not professional. And, the fact that it got physical, that's a problem. That you guys were really... The video that she sold, it was bad. It looked, but it's the same video they showed us from last week. And I told y'all that video was going to come back and kick them in the butt. And it did. And so, they were sitting there like, well, who the hell sent them a video? Like, nobody was there. And they figured out it was Talia. And so Real, he meets with her. He meets up with her and he's like, look, I thought we were cool. Like, why would you do that? And that was one of those, to me, it was an orchestrated scene. Like, it was so over the top and so extra that, anyway, it was too much. The scene was a lot. She threw water in his face, and, he was just still yelling, why would you do that? They're in the middle of this restaurant, and it was just too much, as far as I'm concerned. But I will say this, Talia brought up a good point. One of the things that she brought up was, she said, you know what? She said, when Henry's not there, I'm next in charge. And if I didn't say anything and he found out about it a different way, then that's on me. And I said, because at first I was like, oh, that was fucked up, that was some old snitch stuff. She didn't have to do that. She could have just kept it internal. But then I thought about it. I said, you know what? She's right. She's right. And it's bigger than we friends and you snitching. You talking about people's money. You talking about career. And like she said, had something gotten broken, or it really could have escalated. And if Henry had found out about it a different way, then that comes back on her in a bad way. And I said, you know what? That's valid. But again, that scene to me just went over the top. It just went over the top. But anyway, they're suspended. So they're not at the salon. So Henry comes in to tell everybody, look, got a couple of announcements to make. And he kind of tells them, look, I'm not, like, y'all been wilding out. Because I gave him a lot of flack on that first, episode. I was like, no business owner in his right mind would run his salon like this. Like, this is crazy. I would never go back to somewhere like this. It's just too much. It's just too over the top. And I've been in some crazy salons where people acting crazy and stuff like that. And it's all good and fun. But sometimes it's just too much. And that was just too much. But it seems like maybe he saw the tape, or maybe, I don't know, somebody got in his ear. But he kind of put his foot down and he was like, look, this is what we're not going to do. This is my business, this is my money, this is my reputation. And what we're not going to do is act a fucking fool up in here. And anybody that got a problem with it, you can go. And I'm letting y'all know now that they're suspended. But this is everybody's warning. Something like this go down again, you're going to be fired. Point blank and period. V was like, whew, let me calm my little ass down because I need my coin. And I'm starting to really like V. I am. I think, like I said, I think that V, somebody told V, you got to be the Jocelyn or you got to be the Cardi B to get noticed and to, put yourself out there. And I think she took it to like 100. But again, I think at the end of the day, she like, but I still need my money. I still need my coin. I need my job. And I'm not going to, I think she's figuring out that happy balance between being V. Because I think about 80% of what we saw in that first episode is her. I do. I think she's crazy. I think she over the top. I think she's extra. But in a not get on my nerves kind of way, I think. Now, I might change my mind. But right now, the last 2 episodes, I've been kind of feeling V a little bit more. And V was like, you know what? all that's good and fun, but I need my money, I need my coin, and I'm really trying to do this as a living. Like, she comes from a family of stylists. She said she grew up in the salon. They show pictures of her as a little girl with rollers and big pink rollers in her hair. She said, my mom was a stylist, my grandmother was a stylist. This is who I am. It's in my blood. So to her, I think the TV show is a great launching pad for her, but to her, it's beyond that. Like, this is what she really wants to do. And like she said, I want to be Henry. I want my own salon. I want a marquee type salon. And so she was like, whew, I'm calm my little ass down. And I think the rest of the salon kind of was like, all right, we had some fun, but we're going to bring this down. And then he announces that they're going to have a Halloween party in the same meeting. But okay. But again, the Halloween party was going to be at a different location. It was just a showcase. Like they ended up just being extra and over the top. A lot of makeup, a lot of, we'll get to that, but just a lot of performance. We'll get to that though. So V goes out on another date with the young lady from the first episode, the blind date. And it was a little creepy. I like her. I do. I like her. I think she's a nice lady. But I think she was doing a little too much for the second date. Like she had a guy walk up to V and give her flowers. That was cute. I think she could have stopped at that and then just took the V to lunch. Because I thought that was a lot. That was cute. Then they went on a horse-drawn carriage ride through the park. Cliche. Okay. But cute. Alright. Then then V starts talking about her grandmother again, and on that first day she talked about her grandmother and the tattoo she has of her grandmother's signature. And so I forget the lady's name, but she stops the horse and the cabbie or whatever, the horse-drawn carriage, and she says, "Oh, this is a perfect time for me to give you. I have one more gift for you." And V's like, "One more gift? Okay, all right, another gift." And it's this big ass like framed picture of her grandmother, and V was like, "Okay, first of all, how did you even get this here? Second of all, where you get this damn picture from?" And the girl had gone on V's Instagram, took the picture off the Instagram, went and got it blown up and framed. It was a really nice gesture from somebody who maybe wasn't on a second date. Like if we had been dating for a while, or I had been around while you were going through what you went through with your grandmother, like that's great. I just think that was a bit much. Bit much. It's a little stalkerish to me. A little extra. And I'd have my third eye on this chick. Like I said, I like her. She seemed cool, but that just seemed to be too much. And V, just coming out of a relationship where she said she got her heart broken, I just think that might be a bit much. And V was like, it's a little stalkerish. I like it, but it's a little stalkerish. But I think she's trying to figure out if this is really like fun stalkerish or Lifetime movie stalkerish. You know what I'm saying? We'll find out. So, they went on, so then they finished up the date and everything. So then we see Talia. Talia's with her sister. And you get to, again, each episode, Talia's giving you a little bit more, a little bit more. I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't want to offend nobody, so I hope this don't. I'm still not sure if Talia has transitioned or not. I'm not sure. She talks about, all the work that she's had done. Little things, little tidbits that she dropped make me go, not sure. She's been called a tranny, but she never, I haven't heard her deny it. She said that they call me the transvestite Kim Kardashian, but I don't hear her saying, but I'm not that. She's very proud of her vagina and lets people know and shows it. And I don't know. But anyway, so we meet her stepsister, and again, she gives us some little glimpses into her family life. She doesn't speak to her mother. Her stepsister's on the father's side, and she said how she really doesn't talk to a lot of her other brothers and sisters, but she's really close to this young lady, and they seem to have a really genuine friendship. And then she starts talking about what happened with the salon with Rail and everything, and part of her, I think, is really upset that Rail is mad at her and he reacted the way he did, but then the bitch part of her is like, well, fuck it, I don't care, like, fuck them, I don't need them, fuck them, but for a minute, for like a little second, she sort of gave us a glimpse into her heart, and that it bothered her, and that she didn't like people being mad at her, or like people thinking she was just a bitch. And like I said, I think she's gonna probably have to show that a little bit more to people, but she probably won't. Alright, I guess that's okay. We see Rail and Princess, and come to find out, not only does Princess, and this is the thing I thought of when they first said that she was suspended, they never said how long. And come to find out, Princess and Rail don't know how long either, and they've been calling Henry, and Henry's not calling them back. Now on that I have a problem. I understand disciplining them, I get it, I do. But either you're gonna fire them or you're not, and if you're gonna suspend them Tell them how long they're going to be suspended so that they can make a decision. Because if it's an indefinite suspension, the thing about stylists is if they don't work, they don't get paid. Point blank and period. And so does she need to start doing hair out her house? Does she need to go find another booth somewhere else? Like, you need to let them know. Like, that's not fair to not let them know what their status is and how long they're not going to be working. Everybody got bills to pay. Everybody have obligations. And so, Henry, I think that was a little fucked up on your part that you didn't call them, tell them, okay, you're suspended for a week or you're suspended for 2 weeks. And then I think a week is enough, honestly. I think anything past a week is excessive because, again, you're dealing with people and their money. Anything more than a week, she would probably need to make some decisions because I'm sure she had clients and appointments. Now, Real, by his own admission, did have a lot of clients, and that's part of what he was saying. Look, I might need to find somewhere else to go anyway because I'm not making no money. But Princess was booked, and you have to reschedule those people or do them in your kitchen sink. You know what I mean? And people don't pay to be leaning over your kitchen sink. Not the same amount of money they pay to be in the salon, okay? So I just think that was fucked up on Henry's part. And so they decided they're going to roll up into the Halloween party because she's like, I can't get them on the phone. I'm just going to roll up on them, Now, I didn't have a problem with her saying, look, he won't call me back and I can't get in touch with him, so I need to roll up on him. I don't think a party is a time and place to have a business conversation. But I also don't feel like, I feel like they could have been invited to the party. The party wasn't on the premises of the salon. It was an outside event. It was an after hours event. And I think he could have invited them. So here we go with the Halloween party. So Nordic, he said people think he in costume all the time anyway. So he didn't really do a whole lot. V was the Purge, and she looked really cute. Her makeup was nice. Her outfit was really cute. She looked really cute. Henry was a a centaur where it's man up top, horse at the bottom. It was a lot. It was flawless. Now, don't get me wrong, his makeup was beautiful, body, he was buffed up and all of that. He looked good. Don't get me wrong, it was a nice costume and the makeup and all of that. It was just a lot. I was just like, wow, they really doing it up. Halloween, okay, they really doing a lot. I don't remember the rest of the people, but let's get to Talia. Again, Talia is very proud of the body she has paid for. So Talia decided that she was going to go in body art. So she was a matador, and she was painted up from head to toe, no clothes. Now, when she said she was going to be naked, I expected naked. I did, but I expected pasties on the breasts and a G-string. Right? Nope. No. 100% butterball naked. Nibbles and all. Ass and all. And then Henry was hating on it. Henry was like, she could have saved her money and some time because she don't even look cute. Now, I don't know if he was hating because she kind of, took his shine a little bit, or if he was really like, that was just too much. I personally just thought it was a bit much. Like I said, I got it. But put some pasties on in a G-string. It's the same effect. They can spray paint all of that or paint all of that. It's the same effect. Do you really have to show all your body? Everything? A little stank. So Rail and Princess show up. Princess is a witch, I think. Rail is something. I don't know. Big wig, mask, black cape. I don't know what the fuck he was supposed to be. And of course, when they walk in the door, it's like crickets. One thing I liked was that the rest of the stylists, for the exception of Talia, the rest of the stylists went up, spoke, and let them know, look, I don't have no problems with you. It ain't personal. I don't have no beef with you. I don't want you to think people sitting around the salon just talking about y'all or whatever. I miss y'all. I hope y'all get to come back. And I could appreciate that because I think that was part of their anxiety, too. They were already new kids on the block. And then this happened. Princess tries to talk to Henry, and Henry's like, this ain't the time or the place. Like, I'm not talking to you right now. And then pretty much just, that's it. He walks away. Some people felt like they had a lot of nerve to show up, which I do do and I don't. Like I said, I don't feel like they should have not been allowed to come. I feel like they should have gotten an invitation. They were part of the salon. If you're going to let them come back, they're still part of the family. They're still part of the salon. It wasn't on the premises of the salon, and it wasn't during salon hours. It was an after hours event. So I feel like they should have been invited. But I also feel like you should have already had a conversation with them and said, look, this is how I feel. This is where I stand. This is what's going to happen next. And you make a decision about what you're going to do. If you're going to suspend them for a week or suspend them for 2 weeks or suspend them for however long you choose to suspend them, let them make the decision. Because at the end of the day, like I said, they got to make their coin. So let them make a decision about whether that's something they want to do. So that conversation should have already been had. And then you can invite them and say, look, you can come back to the salon on such and such day. But the Halloween party is on this day, and you are still part of the family, and we'd like to see you there. But again, that's how I would handle my business. So the episode ends with V. Her ex shows up to the Halloween party, and V is still in love with this girl. She reminds me, I cannot put my finger on it, but I've seen this girl before. I don't know where I've seen her. Somebody's going to probably tell me or it's going to come out, but I have seen her before. I know that face. I don't know where I know it from. But anyway, her ex-girlfriend is there. V is like grinning from ear to ear. And V is like, look, I know I'm walking into the lion's den, but I just can't help it. I love that lion. You know, like I love it. And they get to kissing and smooching and they leave together. And V's like, look, yeah, it is what it is. Love is love. And I might be stupid, but that's what I'm going to do. So that's where the episode ends. And so we'll see where it picks up next week. I think that V is... I don't know. I think V's heading for some trouble with this situation, but we'll see. I hope that Princess and Real get to come back. If not, I think that Henry needs to let them know that he doesn't want them to come back. And that's pretty much what the episode ended. So we'll see next week. I think I got a few people looking at my videos. Yay! So drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think, y'all.